whatever you do in life, if you can, and most of the time you can, prepare for it. Prepare for that breakthrough. You want that healing? Start preparing for it. Hey Kingdom Builders, it is JMP and I am back with another conversation. How are you guys doing today? Let me know in the comments. Send some positive energy, some encouraging words, some positive vibes in the comment section so that you can help someone else turn their day around. You never know what someone is going through, and your comment may just be what they needed for today. All right, KB Lounge, today we're going to be talking about preparation. Preparation. I feel like I may say this every conversation, but I do enjoy the conversations, the topics that we have. So preparation is a part of my life. It's a part of my life. It's a part of me. It's part of what I do in my business. And I love everything about preparation, the benefits of it, because I love the results I receive from being prepared. So this is your sign, if you are a procrastinator, to stop procrastinating and start preparing. This is your sign if God has instructed you to start getting prepared for something and you have not moved yet, okay? So get prepared. Start preparing. Put yourself in a position to be ready. Or what they like to say, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Yeah, do that. All right. KB Lounge, let's have this conversation. So let's talk about the benefits of being prepared, okay? So what does that look like? What do you get to receive when you are prepared? Well, when you're prepared for something, everything flows easily. The end result is successful. It is encouraging sometimes. The end result is motivating sometimes. The end result puts you in a position to elevate, to increase, to be promoted. Okay? So we can talk about, okay, let's do this. Let me share a little bit of my morning routine. Okay? Excuse me. Let me share a little bit about my Monday through Friday morning routine and what it looks like when I'm prepared. Okay? So let's start on Sunday, because Sunday is that's when my week is getting ready to get started, right? For the most of us anyway. So on Sunday nights, I go ahead and get my kids, of course, start the bedtime routine, get them bathed, get them fed, and then this is where my hard work begins to pay off, okay? So my son takes his lunch to school every day. He takes lunch and breakfast. So what I do to help myself in the morning, the night before, I go ahead and prepare his lunch. I go ahead and prepare his breakfast. I go ahead and put his food in the refrigerator. His lunchbox be sitting right there. All the thing I have to do is stuff it, fill his water bottle, put it in his book bag, and get him up to get him ready. That helps me so much in the morning. Even if we're running late, we're still good, because I have prepared prior to the night before for what we were going to do the next day. So that is an insight of how preparation helps you. So let's say I'm too tired to even fix lunch that night, right? I just do it in the morning. Well, this is what happens. You get up in the morning, you start prepping lunch, and then you realize time is pushing, right? Because you ain't get up earlier. You were supposed to, but you was too tired. You want to sleep in a little longer. So you slept a little extra 30 minutes instead of getting up 30 minutes earlier. So prepare the lunch. Now you're rushing. You're trying to get your child dressed for school. And now your whole morning is thrown off and chaotic. When you could have just took those 30 minutes, if that, 30 minutes before you went to sleep to prepare lunch and breakfast. Slap that in the refrigerator. Go to sleep. Get up. And just function normally. So what I'm saying is, when you prepare for something, it makes things easier for you. Let's talk about what preparation can look like for an opportunity. A job you've been waiting for. an opportunity you've been waiting for a speaking engagement, anything like that. Let's say God has been telling you to start preparing and you have done nothing. You've been sitting there. Now God has already set aside the time, the appointment, the arrival for your blessing, your opportunity, that job, whatever it is you've been asking him for to show up at your doorstep. It's coming whether you're ready for it or not. You're not ready for it, and it comes to you. Now, what you're doing is you're stressing instead of enjoying the moment. You're stressing because you don't have all your stuff together. You have anxiety. You're having a mental breakdown. You can't even enjoy the blessing, the opportunity that's coming your way because you wasn't ready for it. What's the point of it? What's the point of it? That's what we do not want. Now, let's say that you were prepared for it. God told you to start preparing. Okay, so you went ahead and got your contract together. You got your proposal set up. You got your portfolio set up. You got your topics written down. You got your bullet points of what you're going to be talking about, what you're going to be conversating, what you're going to be presenting. You put your PowerPoint presentation together. I mean, you got it all together. Your business cards, you got it all together. You build your website. I mean, you did it all. The opportunity come your way. You know what you have to do? Say, okay, great. You pull it out. You fill in the information. That company, that person's name. You may have to tweak it or revise it just a little bit to fit that specific one. But you have a template, a general one that's ready to go. That's what preparation looks like. So now all you got to do is pull it out and send it to them. Get them to sign it. And you're good to go. Now you can happily give God glory and praise for that opportunity. Now, because you're prepared, that opened up another door for you. They saw how you moved. They saw how you operated. They saw how prepared you were. So now they're going to refer you out to somebody else. Now that just opened up another door for you. Now they want to offer you a promotion because you're prepared. Whatever you do in life, if you can, and most of the time you can, prepare for it. Prepare for that breakthrough. You want that healing? Start preparing for it. How do you prepare for something like that? You get in a position to receive, but you begin to do some self-reflecting. You begin to think about things that you're hurting, that's hurting on the inside of you. You begin to think about the things that you need to be healed from. Matter of fact, you ask God, what am I not seeing, or what have I locked away in my mind that I need healing from? You want that house. You want that car. You want that office space. You want all of these things, right? Well, there's a preparation process that takes place before you receive it. Hey, Kingdom Builders, quick conversation break. I want to invite you to tune in to the Coffee Chat Queen podcast. And if you're an entrepreneur, I want to invite you to be a guest on the Coffee Chat Queen podcast show. If you're unfamiliar with the Coffee Chat Queen podcast, it is a platform where entrepreneurs are able to share their stories, share their entrepreneurship journey, as well as promote their businesses. The Coffee Chat Queen podcast originated from me doing 10-minute coffee chats to network with other entrepreneurs, and I decided that I wanted to do more with it. I created the Coffee Chat Queen podcast so it can be a platform that is used to be a resource to consumers and business owners so that it can collaborate, find the products and services that they need, and partner up with other businesses. So if you are an entrepreneur and this sounds like something you would be interested in being a part of, make sure that you click the link in the description box so that you can schedule your interview to be a guest on the show. Now let's get back to the conversation. It doesn't just drop out the sky. Now sometimes God does that. He'll tell somebody to bless you with the car. But even then, there's a preparation. You had to learn how to steward something. Maybe you had a hoopty, but you stored that hoopty. You took care of that hoopty. And God saw that you was responsible. So he blessed you with something better. There is always a preparation process somewhere. You have to put yourself in a position to do it. And you also have to be disciplined enough to do it. That's how it works. So this conversation wasn't going to be very long. It was just to motivate you if you haven't been motivated or encouraged or inspired to prepare. We always talk about God bless us with the overflow. Give us more, give us plenty. Well, if you can't steward over the small stuff, why would he give you something more than you can handle? If you can't prepare and be obedient to a simple instruction, why would he give you something else that's bigger and better? You have to think about these things. We can't just be asking God for stuff and telling God we want these things, but we don't even put ourselves in a position to receive them. Or we don't put ourselves in a position to sustain it if we receive it. Preparation helps you sustain things as well. You want to be a multimillionaire. You want your company to be a $1 billion company. How do you operate in your business? Right now. Do you get up early in the morning? Or do you wake up whenever you want to? Do you have structure throughout your day? Do you give your business the enough time that it needs from you, attention that it needs from you? Do you provide your clients and your customers with the best quality service that you can give them? Products that you can provide for them? How do you currently operate in your business? I can tell you how I operate in mine. I treat it like a 9 to 5. I get up every morning. I get my son ready. I get my baby ready. I get myself ready. We out the door, taking him to school. When he gets out, when I drop him out of school, I come back, I start working. I have set business hours, and I work those set business hours. Why? Because I still have a family I take care of. So I can't just be working willy-nilly all different types of hours of the day. I have to have some structure because I still have to be a mom. I still have to cater to my kids. One needs help with homework. I got to feed both of them. I got to feed myself. House still got to get clean. Laundry still got to get done. I still have to do things around the house. Like I have to have some type of structure, so I treat it like a number 9 to 5. When it's time for me to clock out, I clock out. I'm preparing myself for what I see my business being. You guys see me with this badge. First of all, I feel like this is just me. This has always been me. I love a badge. I feel like when I have a badge, I am official. I feel like when I have a badge, I got a big girl job. That's just me. That's just how I feel. When I have a badge, I feel like I am important. It boosts my confidence a little bit. So, because of that, I have a badge. I wear a badge every day at work. Every single day. I put this badge on and I clock in and I clock out. I legitly clock in and clock out. I have a platform that I use where I create my schedule. I create my schedule. I publish my schedule. I clock in. I clock out. I take a lunch break. I put myself in break. I literally operate like I'm working somebody else's 9 to 5. Why? Because one day I'm going to have multiple people working within my company on 9 to 5 hours or flexibility hours. But they're going to be working within my business. And my business is going to be a company that is going to be a corporate company. So I'm basically saying what you do today, and we heard this growing up. I always hear this. What you do today prepares you for tomorrow. So what you do today is preparing you for your next day and the next 3 months after that. Whatever habits you're creating today, those habits are going to determine what the next few months of your life looks like. The next few years of your life looks like. So how do you change those bad habits? You replace them with new ones. And I believe it's 30 days. I believe it's either 21 or 30 days to create a new habit. So if you want a new habit and you want to get rid of the bad one, replace it with something else. And do that for 21 or 30 days. Then watch that become your life. A part of your life. And then I want you to actually enjoy the result of it. Because the nights I'm tired and I don't feel like prepping for lunch and breakfast the next day, I think about what my morning gonna look like if I have to do it in the morning. Which would I prefer? Running late out the door and it being chaotic? Because now I gotta take an extra step when I could have took that step now and made my morning easier. I like the way my morning flows when I have stuff done right. So when I think about that, I get my butt up. I do. I get up. And I say, okay, let's go. Let's get it done. And then I wake up the next morning and I'm so happy that I did it. When you get to that point, you're going to always make sure you're prepared for everything. I love it when God drops something in my spirit. My legs hurt. I love when God drops something in my spirit to do something. And at that time, I may not really understand what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. But it always shows up. Sometimes it takes a couple of months. Sometimes it takes a few days. He prepared me for something. And all I have to do is go back and pull it out. There's a lot of things that God has put me in a position to prepare for. And it's just sitting there. But I can tell you one thing. When that opportunity comes, when that contract comes forward, when that blessing is released, all I got to do is move. Revise it if I need to. And I'm good to go. I get so happy when I see why God told me to do something. Because it's like, oh, it makes sense now. Oh, God, I already got this in place. Let me go to my drive and pull it. And I go to my drive and I pull it. And I send it to who I need to send it to. And I'm done. And all I got to do is just praise and give God thanks and glory. That one, He gave me the instruction to do something and I was obedient to it. And two, I didn't have to prepare for nothing. I didn't have to scramble to get something done. Because sometimes opportunities are timed. There's a window for certain things. Sometimes there's a window for a contract. You want to work with these different companies. Let's say a CEO come to you from $1 billion company and they want to work with you, but you ain't got your stuff in place. They need something back within 24 hours. They are a high priority client. And they need it back within 24 hours because they definitely don't have the time to be wasting around. But you messed around and procrastinated. And you sent it to them 48 hours later. Well, you could have sent them to them in 10 minutes or less. Because you were prepared. All right. So, in the comment section, let me know how this conversation was for you. What did you get out of it? Also, share with me if you are a procrastinator or not. If you're a procrastinator, share how you can work on that. If you are a person that prepares, tell me about the times that you prepared and what it looks like. If you're working on something, share that too. Be encouraging and motivated in the comments. Again, this is a community. We're here to help inspire, encourage, and motivate each other. We're all on a journey and we're just here to help each other get through it. No matter what journey you are on, no matter what phase in life you are in, we are here to help each other make it through. The goal is to make it to the end, to make it to the promised land, to receive the abundance, to fulfill our purposes. All right, Kingdom Builders, that is it for today's conversation. I will see you all next time. Hey Kingdom Builders, it is JMP here, and I want to take the time to say thank you so much for tuning in today's conversation, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was motivational, inspirational, or even encouraging to you in some way. If the conversation was, please make sure that you continue it in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed it, make sure that you share with someone that you think would enjoy the conversation as well. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscription button and that notification bell so you'll know when a new conversation drops in the KB Lounge and anything else that happens within the KB Lounge. Okay, Kingdom Builders, let's keep the conversation going until next time.